Gotta get to the stuff over there. Nope. This got the bread. I think we got the bread we're gonna need. So we can take that one with bread. And I need one that got the English muffins. English muffins, English muffins. Hey, what's good, guys? Jared Thomas, yo, King Blaze. Listen, man, I'm a happy uncle, man. I know that, what's it called? That, I couldn't be on here live yesterday, but my sister-in-law delivered a healthy, bouncing baby boy. So, definitely happy. 7 pounds, 10 ounces. Very, very happy. I'm a happy uncle, man. Checked in with my brother, checked in with his wife. They're all safe. The baby now sleeping. Thanks for all y'all prayers, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man. I'm a happy uncle. Y'all have no idea. Happy for them. Because I know what it's like, it's when you see life being brought into the world, man, it's something. And I remember when I had my child being brought in, and I was there. I was there for everything. And I'm watching it happen, and I'm like, my gosh. And then, she came out, and I'll never forget when they gave me my daughter, they took, skin to skin contact and put her on my chest. And as soon as she wanted to, she opened her eyes and looked at me, she goes, and she grinned at me, and I was like, bro. And yeah, so I'm just happy for my brother, man. Y'all have no idea, man. Thank y'all for the love and support, most definitely. Most definitely. So how's everybody? Let's say thank you, Delvon. Adam, thank you. KBZ was good. Thank you, KBZ also. Everybody, thank you. Well, we here, man. Listen, man, I forgot my headphones. Not forgot my headphones. My headphones are dead. I forgot to charge them. So we're doing this straight off the thing. Bro, there's so much food here, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You want to talk about a sweet tooth? Look at all of this. Look at all of that. All those are little bites. All of that is little bites. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Crazy. I'm trying to get we have older people that come, and they do a lot of they like the English muffin and the keto bread. So I'm trying to look for that right now. Because we have a lot of older people that come that need the food. So I'm trying to find that for them now. Thank you, producer, man. Listen, man. Y'all might know, because some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? But, man, my brother called me. He was like, bro, she about to start pushing. All right, man. All right. My mom, she's like, okay. And, and he was just excited. You know what I'm saying? Got himself a bouncing baby boy. So the family just grew by one. So definitely happy. You know what's crazy? I wish I could have went live for his wedding. Oh my God, you guys would have loved it. He had a New Orleans wedding, a rooftop wedding in New Orleans, in the heart of New Orleans, or New Orleans. That junk was crazy. D Skinner, yo, was good. Giovanni Long was good. We got people up in here. I wish I could have went live for that, because I think y'all would have loved it. Straight up. This man Ken got to here talking about who they. Good morning, Ken Yato. How you doing, man? How you doing? You better get ready for this work, Ken Yato, because you already know. When seasons start, you already know. Nitro, appreciate me and you, Zay. What? Nitro, appreciate me and you, Zay. Hold up. Say that over, Abby. I don't know what you mean. Nigel, how much will Nick Wright troll the Ravens this year? Will he be more chill? Rock the less? I think Kansas City's going to be just fine this year. I told this to people. I think they're going to win games. I think that offense is going to be more explosive, but there's going to be a lot of turnovers because they have undersized receivers. I think that they're going to be looking to go over the top a lot, and I think they're going to make use of them smaller, crafty, quick receivers, of keeping those safeties back. And I think what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to guard them in a too high shell again, because it's not just one Tyreek Hill that forces you to be in it. You're going to have two guys on the field. So look for them to be in 11 personnel a lot. I think they're going to run out of 11 personnel, throw out of 11 personnel, because that speed, that threatening speed they're going to have with Hollywood Brown and Worthy, I think that's going to keep those safeties deep. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care how anybody feels about Hollywood Brown. He can get on top of any safety in the league. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So, or about the chat. Oh, I feel, oh, okay. Don't worry about it, bruh. We going back and forth. Zay top 10. Bro, like I said before, people are going to say that they're, Zay's top 10, and that's fine if y'all want to believe that, but statistics and every other thing show me that he's not. I told y'all straight up I got him at around 15 to 20, in the 15-20 range. I can name legit 10 receivers better than him right now. Like, in AFC, I can name about 9. Because both receivers for the Bengals are better than Zay. Both the receivers for Miami are better than Zay. So the best thing could be right there is top 5. Then you got to take in, okay, is he better than what's his name on the Jets? It's not Olave. What's his name? Y'all know the Jets receiver. He's not better than him. So then it's like, okay, well, let's keep breaking it down. Right? If you keep breaking it down, even in the AFC, Zay's not a top 5 guy. He's not even, I don't even think he's top 10 in the AFC. Real talk. I don't feel good about our outside corners. I think Wiggins will do okay. I think Wiggins is going to do just fine. And I think Wiggins will get a couple. Look for Wiggins around 5 to 6 interceptions this year. Just let you know that, or more. Let y'all know that now. I'm going to put y'all on the game. Wiggins is going to have those numbers this year. I'm putting you on game from now. So if you're doing anything, you've been nitrified. Unless he gets hurt, God forbid. Bro, there's so much snacks. Jeez. The kids are going to love this. Mahomes is going to want to put up the best stats this year. He's going to want to outperform Lamar, Josh, and Jalen. Yeah, Jared Thomas, that's true. But I think he's going to have, look for Mahomes to have 40 touchdowns this year, but he's going to have roughly like 19 interceptions. I'm telling you. He's going to have touchdowns, bro. It's not going to be, what's his name, centric anymore. Travis Kelce centric. But boy, when I'm saying they're gonna go for blood, bro. But the difference is that the turnovers are gonna be the big thing for them, and they're gonna have to try to get those under control. Jared Tom Nitro, many analysts do have Zay top 10. A lot of people feel like Lamar has a lot of help. They always said Garrett Wilson. Thank you, Jared Thomas. That's his name, Garrett Wilson. Bro, no. Oh, Money Mike. Thank you, Robert Alvin. How you doing? And and 3 pick sixes for Wiggins also. Oh, no, RG. Okay. I would give him at least 2. I'm gonna give him at least 2. At least 2. So, yeah, he gonna have. I'm telling y'all, man. My statistics. That's what. Listen, don't think I go carelessly and just go off of intuition. I don't do things like that. I go off of statistics. I'm telling y'all this right now. Wiggins is going to have something like 6 or more interceptions. 2 of them bad boys going back to the house. Straight up. Because what happens is isolation plays where they're isolating receivers on his side. And I noticed it last year a lot. But what happened was they stopped trying Wiggins and they just started targeting, what's his name? Thank God he's gone. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to happen again because he's gone. They're going to say, let's try, because Wiggins was the young guy. But now they're going to say, okay, whatever his name is, Chichalby, whatever his name is that we have now, he's a good coordinator, so they're going to test the young guy again. I think Wiggins is going to make them start forcing the ball to the other side of the field. That's the only reason I have him at 6 and not more. Around 6. But if he starts like reading and picking up on stuff, he can have more than 6. He might have like 8. So we'll see. Zelly the Ninth, what's good? What's good? Labro Kane, hey, you made it in here. You see, guy, you know what's crazy? You see Labro Kane in here. Half the time, he never agrees with me, but he's never disrespectful. That's why I can rock with him. Never disrespectful. He be like, Nitro, you tripping. Nitro, you in your feelings, but he's never disrespectful. Hence why I have no problem with him. None. None at all. Oh, man, hello. Unique, how you doing? D-Skin, how you doing? Cold NBA edits. How can you give me an NBA player and I'll make an edit out of him? Who would I give you now? Russell Westbrook. I hope so, but we need those turnovers. Facts. How much Starks improves our secondary? He's a game changer. Money Mike, we'll get to see how much he changes it. I don't know how much he's gonna change it, but it should be. We should be more versatile. So now our coverages are gonna be a lot more disguised because you can play him in so many different positions. So I know that's coming down the pike. That's without a doubt. Other stuff I don't know. Man, you guys are kicking the thing. Nitro Mahomes was pissed after the Super Bowl. I think he's going for blood too. Ravens have to be on defense, fam. No more busted coverages. If the Ravens, yeah, B. Stevens. I don't want to say his name. He was over here tripping. What's it called? Brandon Stevens and his foolishness. Usually teams that go in majority of the games, let's don't touch on the Chiefs and the Commanders last year. They both going to slide down a little bit. Yeah, I expect the Commanders to slide down. They're going to have more tape on what's his name. And yeah, now he's going to have a slower start most likely because now you have so much tape on him, a whole season's worth. Yeah, he's going to start off slower and then he's going to have to figure out the stuff that he was doing good now that they're prepared for it, how to counter those. That's usually why you have a sophomore slump. It's because now they have all the tape and stuff on you. How do you counter the counters? You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. He's going to be a good quarterback, though. I like him. Even though Jaden Daniels, even though I don't think he's better than Lamar, I think he's a really good quarterback. I really do. I think he has a lot of upside. He's a more polished, to me, RG3. That's what Jaden Daniels is to me. He's a more polished RG3. We definitely need more turnovers this year. That's a fact. A fast release off the line and more consistent hands. I think Zay would be top 10 if he didn't use all that wasted movement. Who knows? Zay'd make a bit. Listen, it took 4 or 5 years for Devontae Adams to become Devontae Adams. So Zay could very well become that. And all of this is for naught. You feel me? I'm just saying right now, I can name 10 receivers better than him. And I could probably name 10 receivers in the AFC better than him. Legit. Like, real talk. I'm not even being a buttface about it. At least, I can name at least 6 or 7. Maybe 10 might be pushing it. But there's at least 6 or 7 guys in the AFC that are legit better than him. Right now. Right now. So it's like, okay. Heck, you got people arguing that Bateman's better than him. You got Raven fans that say that Bateman's better than Zay. It's just that Bateman doesn't get the targets that Zay gets. You have a lot of Raven fans that feel that way. Good morning, Gregory Smith. What's up? Maj Golan, do you think we should be out in a couple more years to Derrick Henry's contract, or where would we get the money from to do that? Listen, we just cut Tucker. Give him Tucker's money. Like the Ravens stay cutting people. This ain't nothing new. They've been cutting people for forever. So my thing is, cut the people that you got to cut, fine, but pay the people you know is producing. I don't want to hear no one's excuse. Derrick Henry could do what he's doing for the next two years at the minimum. So give him a 2 or 3 year contract. He'll retire a Raven. If let me say this right now, if Derrick Henry gets a title here, right? The two year extension protects us, and it protects us and gives him more money, right? If you want to go to 3, fine, but do it like that. Respect his gangster. Like he's been performing at an incredibly high level next to Lamar. You're so quick to give these other guys that don't perform money. Now you got this other guy that's performing. Oh, well, we don't want to get to him because he's old. Get out of here. He's still performing better than the younger guys. Name another running back that has done what he's done next to Lamar. You can't. You can't name another running back that's done it. And these other running backs, when they're away from Lamar, have been terrible. Terrible. J.K. Dobbins, out of all the running backs, was the best running back next to Lamar. That wasn't, but he can't stay healthy. He can't stay healthy. He just can't. It's one of those things where it's sad, but he's just always injured. He's always injured, which kills his stock. It just is what it is with him. You know, and I feel sorry for him because he had so much upside to be one of the top backs in the league. J.K. could have easily been a top 10 running back in the league, easily. But it's just injuries have done him in. It's sad, man. A more apology is a great comparison. Thank you, Money Mike. He is not better than Lamar Jackson, in my opinion. Ryan Clark did double down, though. Yeah, of course he's not better than Lamar. None of them are better than Lamar. They just say that because they know it gets clicks. Zelly the Night with the first donation of the day. Hey, $5 donation. I'm predicting LJ Wester turning into Keaton type of weapon next year. Are you serious? You think so, Zelly? And thank you for that 5, too. I got 5 on it. At less top 10 in the AFC. Yeah, okay. I would say Zay's top 10 in the AFC. Yeah, he's the top 10 receiver in the AFC. In the AFC. But when you say receivers in the NFL, where would you put? Like, okay, so both receivers on Philly's better than him. Both receivers on Dallas are better than him. Right? Amon-Ra St. Brown is better than him. Chris Olave is better than him. There's a plethora of guys in the NFC that you would have to go through. A plethora. Mike Evans is better than him. What's his name? I'd put Drake London over him. So then it's like, okay, that's like 8 or 9 there. Add what you got. That's what I'm saying. He's in the 15-20 range altogether. Yeah, Pickens talks back. He be talking back, and you already know Harbaugh's not going to take that. To me, Harbaugh runs away from coaching at times. That, to me, shows the type of coach you are. I think Pickens is a great talent. He just has to learn how to shut up. But once again, the only reason they got rid of Pickens is because they don't like paying 2 guys. Pickens is going to be up for a contract. And with them already feeling like he's a problem, they were not even going to wait for that. They're like, we'll move on from now because we got, what's his name? DK Metcalf, most people would say is better than Zay. It's another receiver in the AFC is better than him. Like, there's a lot of, man, you guys are hitting this so fast I can't even keep up. You're naming a lot of guys. I don't want you to discredit Zay too much. No, I'm just being real. I'm not going to discredit Zay. I love Zay. Zay's a great guy. I hope the Ravens eventually extend him. I just know the Ravens are not going to extend him, and he's going to be playing for another team soon. I know that. I don't want anybody to tell me anything different either. No, the Ravens will. No, they're not. The Ravens are not extending Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers has had 18 or 1,900 yards in the seasons he's been in the NFL right now, right? He's probably going to get 1,000 yards again. That's going to put him legit at the Waddle range. Waddle's making like 28 million, 29 million a year. Good luck with that, bro. The Ravens has not paid him that. I'm telling y'all that. They're going to trade him. So that's why I believe that they said we're in a window. That's why. Bateman will be here. They'll get Bateman on a discount. Or if Bateman's the one that blows up and not Zay, then they might say we'll keep Zay and then move Bateman. Because if Bateman gets a 1,300-yard season, we're not going to be able to afford him either. I be saying, you feel me? He's not top 10. You think West is going to show up and show out? We'll see. It's all about opportunities, man. It's about opportunities too. It's not just, we've seen Keaton Mitchell have a little bit of opportunity. And what happened when he started showing out? They stopped him from showing out. That's my argument to a lot of people that people don't understand with me, right? It's not that I don't trust that these guys can have big seasons. It's that I know that for the Ravens and how the Ravens do things and stuff like that, they could stop you from doing it. Like we've seen it with Keaton, we've seen it with J.K. Dobbins. If the Ravens feel like you're getting too big too quick, they'll hamper your production. They'll put you on the bench, and then they'll make excuses for why they put you on the bench. And the Ravens fans will be like, "Yeah, that makes total sense." People act like they don't do that. They do it all the time. We've seen them do it countless times. All right, so the Ravens will keep Zay. You need to help the QB. No, they're not paying a wide receiver $30 million a year. The price, the highest wide receiver right now is at 40 and 38 million a year. That means the other guys, the great receivers are falling in between 35-ish. That's the market. Under them is around the 28 to 30 mark. You think the Ravens are going to pay any receiver $28 million a year? Why do you listen? And once again, this is not my feeling. This is facts. This is why they love tight ends, because tight ends, the highest paid tight end is like half of that, less than half of that. That's why they love tight ends, because you can get the same receiving production for half the cost at the highest mark. That's the real reason they love tight ends. It's no other reason. I'm telling y'all that. So the Ravens, that's how they think. They think about money, production. They're like, oh, well, if we can't get it out the receiving people, we can get it out the tight ends. How many times have you heard them saying, oh, tight ends are great receivers too? You've heard them say that. That's because that's how they are. Bro, the Ravens are the Ravens. Easy, always draft injury players, and history shows you those picks don't work out for us. Facts. Nargi, they did it to Gus also. And yeah, Gus could have had better numbers too, and they suppressed it at times. That's just what they do. They call it smart business. They suppress players. That's the way they do business. And I guess the players know that they do that, but they say, whatever, if you don't pay me, somebody else will. But to me, you're weakening their case for getting big money. That's all you're doing. Let them ball out. If they ball out, they ball out. If they don't, they don't. Like, there's no reason for you to go out there and say, I'm going to actively try to stop you from showing out so I can get you on a cheaper deal. That's bad to me. That's evil business practices. I don't believe in stuff like that. You're literally hindering somebody from earning money. That's evil to me. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm naive. I find stuff like that to be evil. That's like me. That's like me. Hindering somebody from bettering themselves even further, and people be like, "Oh, that's just good business." No, that's not. Yeah, Acho and them always try to oversell everything that Lamar has. Everything. They say Lamar got the best team. Bro, I've said this so many times. The Ravens are not as good as a team as everybody thinks. Even last year, when we were going to the last year, like, oh, they have a super team and everything else, right? And then but we kept winning because Lamar Jackson was our quarterback and Derrick Henry was our running back. That's why. That's why. That's literally why. They're like, oh, well, they're a super team. No, they're not. Detroit's a super team, right? Philly's a super team. The 49ers used to be a super team. Lamar is the biggest equalizer that we've probably ever seen in the sport. He making regular squads look. They're saying that we're cheating for having a good running back next to Lamar. It's cheating. His opponents are saying it's cheating. Lamar is so good, he shouldn't have no help. He's good enough without no help. So why do y'all want to give him help? And you want me to show you how you know that? Because when A.J. Brown and all those other wide receivers were available, what did Stephen A. Smith and a lot of them come out and say? Do not let Lamar Jackson get any of these guys. I'm telling you. So if they're telling you that, they already know. But once again, I'm telling you, they don't like when he wins, because if he wins, it makes them look bad, and there's less to talk about. They love the negativity. The negativity for Lamar sells. That's just, it is what it is. That's the negativity. And then Lamar knows that. Lamar's not dumb. He know that. I be trying to tell people this. Lamar's a lot smarter than what anybody gives him credit for. The man knows what he's doing. It's just that because of the way he carries himself, he be like lackadaisical, like I don't really care. People be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? No, he's really smart. I'm just saying that because I like the dude. I'm telling you that. Like, he's very smart. He's very intuitive. He understands things at a very high level. I'm not just saying it to big him up. I'm saying that because of facts. If he was stupid, I would tell you straight up, like, hey, he ain't that smart, but that's my guy. That's what I would say. But no, he's really smart. And he uses people's mindset of thinking that he's not smart against them. He does it all the time. Good morning. Hey, Mike, come on. What's good? What's good? What's good? Metro, you got to keep in mind that the analysts judge the greatness of the Ravens on our approach. Bro, I know that. But once again, Falele made the Pro Bowl. Justin Tucker made the Pro Bowl last year. Get out of here. He was one of the worst kickers in the league last year, and the man made the Pro Bowl. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It was off of name. When you play next to Lamar, a lot of people, even the people that are making the stuff, will give you, oh, you know what I'm saying? The reason why they're so great is because it's this. Then when they go to another team, the only player that has done well, better after leaving Baltimore you could think of is Matthew Judon and Zeitler. Zeitler, that's it. Everybody else, they've been horrible after they left Baltimore. That's who they've been surrounded with Lamar with, subpar talent. He just, because you played with him, he makes the talent look better than what they are. And because you're on a winning team, they over-exaggerate. Sally with another $5 donation, bro. Thank you. Did Birdie cheat when he had all pros and Pro Bowls in 2023? Exactly. They'll say it's not the same. That's what they'll say. They'll say it's not the same. Because once again, that's how screwed up their minds are. That's how I know Lamar's the best. Even from what's his name. Thank you so much for that, Zelly. The 2 donations for today, guys. If you want to hit it up and donate to the channel, that's how you do it. Best Nation, donation. That's why I'm trying to tell you, that's how that stuff be. That's how I know they be lying. Because how you gonna look me in the face and be like, oh, Lamar ain't him, right? But in the same breath, in the same exact breath, everybody he plays with is subpar, but you give them the highest rating. Get out of here, bro. That nigga's ridiculous. They're full of it, especially Acho. Acho knows what he does. Acho is what we like to call a grifter. That's what we like to. That's who he is. He's a grifter. King Lee, hey my boy, what's good? It's cool that you late, man. Don't even worry about it. Van Noy tried Lamar. Bro, Lamar, listen, let me tell you something right now. If you notice people, when they play with him, they'll tell you, like, bro, he's not normal. When you have the best athletes in the NFL telling you that the guy that they're playing with is not normal, that the guy that they're playing with, he does things that they've never seen before, like, there's something, like he's not, like, there's something going on with him, then you know what's up. You saw what he did to what's his name? They were talking, oh yeah, we got this plan for Lamar, and then he did what he did to the Bengals, and Bengals is like, bro, he's not normal, bro. Like, you can have him dead to rights, and the man be doing foolishness to you, make you look like you stupid. The best athletes in the NFL. As I be trying to tell people sometimes, like, you gotta understand that there's levels to this. So when people be disrespectful and being like, oh, Jaden Daniels is on his level and all this type of crap, like, bro, that's disrespectful. It's totally disrespectful. Jaden Daniels isn't better than Josh Allen. He's not better than Patrick Mahomes. He's not better than Lamar Jackson. That's why I said I didn't want to hear nothing from Ryan Clark. Like, how dare you say he's a better thrower than Lamar? Tell me, when will Jaden Daniels have a 40 touchdown, 4 interception season? You tell me. With 900 rushing yards. You tell me. It's never been done before. Like, come on now, bro. The man is doing stuff we've never seen, and people are just, like, hating. Like, trying to diminish the impact that he's doing. Well, that's why he has to win a Super Bowl. You're not going to give him the respect even when he wins the Super Bowl. You're going to make up another excuse that he has to win multiple Super Bowls, and if he doesn't, then it was all a fluke. That's what they're going to trade. I told you, the only way they'll leave Lamar alone is if he wins 2 or more titles. Even if he wins 1. Look at what they're doing to Jalen. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, they said that you could not win a title with Jalen Hurts. Everybody's better than him, blah, 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 blah. The man has one of the best, the two of the best Super Bowl performances that we've seen. He led his team in touchdowns, rushing yards, passing, and everything else and won. Outplayed what's this called heavily. Like it wasn't even close. And now they're making up the excuse, oh, well, it's because you're on a super team. Yeah, you weren't saying that before. You weren't saying that before. We knew Philly's always been great because of their GM. But y'all said he couldn't win. So now that he wins in impressive fashion. It's only because he has a good team. Get out of here, bro. I don't want to hear that. The biggest reason why they championed Joe Burrow for so long is because he made it to a Super Bowl, right or wrong. Okay, then. So if you champion somebody for making it to a Super Bowl, this man's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's also been an All-Pro. Like, that's my argument. And mind you, I told y'all that Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback for context. But Joe Burrow's never been an All-Pro. This man has already been an All-Pro, a Pro Bowler, and he's a Super Bowl champion, a Super Bowl MVP. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. And he's been second in MVP voting. What are we talking about? The man's legit. Jalen Hurts has been legit. But once again, this is what I'm talking about. It's like the media will come up with a narrative instead of people doing their jobs. It's like, even think about it this way, right? Jalen's been so good. He's been part of the tush push, right? And the tush push has been so crazy great that now they're saying, how many people have been trying to tush push? You got Josh Allen, they say is one of the most gifted quarterbacks physically we ever seen. None of them can run it like him. None of them. They changed out his center and everything else on his line. And he's still performing at it. It's Jalen Hurts. And what's happening now? Oh, we want to ban it. If it was Josh Allen doing it, they wouldn't be banning it. I'll say that right now. How you doing? They would not be banning it. I'll say that right now. How you gonna ban something because somebody's good at it? It doesn't even make sense. You're too good at it. This is supposed to be harder. So because you're so good at it and we can't stop it, and we can, if everybody was doing it and nobody could stop it, that would be a better argument to your stuff. But once again, we've seen people stop it. The Chiefs stopped Buffalo doing it. Buffalo uses it the second most in the league, and the Chiefs stopped them. Multiple teams have stopped them from using it. And they're supposed to have the biggest, strongest quarterback in Buffalo, right? So what's the excuse for Philly? Get out of here, bruh. And I'm telling you, that's what they're going to do to Lamar. They're going to see, once Lamar breaks through, you're going to see a lot of people saying they need to ban certain things, mobility, like watch the stuff that come up. Watch the stuff that come up. Because that's how they do. That junk is ridiculous. Imagine you being good at something and people saying it's not fair that you're so good at it, so we're going to ban it. So the stuff that we do is okay, right? But the stuff when you do it, you're too good. So we're going to ban you from doing it. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't agree with people when they be saying stuff. I don't. And it don't make no sense. It doesn't. It really doesn't. People got to understand that this is what this stuff is. Well, when Lamar put up godly stats, it's because team is stacked. Exactly. Lamar's throwing for 4,000 yards, bro. 4,000 yards and rushed for 900 and change. Like, Lamar is the most complete football player maybe of all time. And we're treating him like he's less because we want other people to feel good about themselves. It's stupid. It's foolish. Sorry for the sweat, guys. It's a little hot out here. Florida heat. Spiritual warfare, spiritual war exposed. 8 Pro Bowls on the team, but Lamar still had to play hero ball to win. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell Raven fans. Like, y'all not understanding that for us to win, Lamar has to play hero. We have not won any playoff games that Lamar has had under 80 yards rushing. And under 115 passer rating. Think about that real quick. So for us to win, he has to have better than 114 passer rating and rush the ball at over 80 yards, more than 80 yards. So around 8 to 10 yards a clip. It's nasty work, bro. It's nasty work. Y'all should have known what the Pro Bowl was when you saw Falele and Justin Tucker make it. When Justin Tucker missed the most kicks of his career. He had one of the worst, I think, he had the worst field goal percentage in the league for weeks. And he made the Pro Bowl. That should have told you exactly what y'all know about it. Usually the Pro Bowl is the best players, or it's a lot of times the most popular players. But even if you have a bad year, they'll try to still be like, oh, whatever. Lamar has been carrying that team non-stop. It hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. And as long as, and my thing is, because we keep winning games, they're like, but we're winning games because Lamar is amazing. That's why we're winning games. That's why we're winning games, because Lamar is amazing. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bruh. It's like, come on now. Well, we know he's amazing, but it's a team effort. That's what they be trying to tell people. We know he's great. It's all a team effort. It's like, bro, he's covering up. You know, and as you remember, they were saying how they're so happy with our offensive line, right? If they were so happy with our offensive line, why do they keep adding offensive line pieces? If they're so happy with it. They know it's a problem. They've been new. That's part of my problem. They know it's a problem, but they're like, we know it's a problem, but we could still, we don't want to do certain stuff because Lamar gets paid so much. So we're going to do this the other way. It's like, bro, just mitigate it and push it down the road and then run 2-year contracts with everybody else. They don't want to do that. People are clamoring to play with Lamar Jackson. Clamoring. If people are clamoring to play with your player, give them what he needs. They're refusing to give him what he needs, and their fans give him excuses. No, answer me that. Answer me that. If they're so good, if our team is so good, and they're saying that they've built a good offensive line, why are they adding more pieces? They see it too. They see it too. Lele was a big problem. Voorhees was a big problem. Our guards was a big problem. Bro, y'all not understanding that Derrick Henry should have had 2,300 rushing yards last year. Derrick Henry should have broke the rushing record last year. Just to let you guys know that. There was at least 500 yards left on the field just for Henry. We're not even counting Lamar. Just to let you guys know that. They know this. They're actually happy. Listen, they're actually happy he didn't break no records. Because let me tell you something right now. Y'all think it's bad now? Could you imagine if Derrick Henry would have broke the rushing record in Baltimore this year? Jeez. Imagine what his thing would be then. Imagine. Wesley Slep, I'm doing good. Like, people don't seem to understand that. Like, you're looking at players and you're asking what they're doing, right? If our guards are playing comparable, I'm not even talking about the best guards. They were playing at least 20% better. Derrick Henry has 2,200 rushing yards at the minimum. You know how many plays Derrick Henry made happen? Just made happen? You know how many times he got hit in the backfield? You have any idea how many times he was blown up in the backfield and he kept going? Trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all not understanding that. Like, it's bad. Him and Saquon would have both broke the record. And I'm talking about they would have put it this way, Derrick Henry would have broke the record before the 17th game. He would have broke it before the 17th game. Remember that one game where he was going to rush for 200 yards and then Harbaugh sat him? No, sir. I've been on mine. I'm live right now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
When you walked in, it was on that camera, I think.
Yeah, no, sir. I didn't see it. Sorry. Yeah. Exactly. And they still started, what's his name? Oh, bro, and that's what I'm saying. That's what pisses me off with Harbaugh. It's like, I don't even like Cleveland. If you follow me long enough, you know for a fact I'm not a big Cleveland guy, right? Cleveland's playing better than him, but you're like, he's my guy, so I'm not. I'm gonna keep allowing him to be on the field. That's stupid. Lamar will make it work. It's okay. That's stupid. Very stupid. If anybody says it's not stupid, I don't know what to tell you. It's stupid. It's 100% stupid. Let me just put this one over here. Dump this in there. Hold on, guys. Let me dump this in there. But yeah, man, like I said before, I just don't understand how that works like that. I don't. Like, you got a guy that could break a record. You don't want him to break a record because you know if he breaks a record, you have to pay him more. Think about it. That's the only game that Harbaugh has taken Henry out. That's the only game. It was a game where he was going to have over 200 yards in a game, and he took him out. That's the only game. I think it's on, bro. They be doing that junk on purpose, bro. I'm dead serious, bro. They are not done. They be, hey, take him out. There's a stipulation in his contract. If he gets 200 yards in a game, we have X amount of money. Like, that's how they work. Some teams at the end, if you ever, I'm gonna show you how it is. They say that's why a lot of players, offensive players, love playing with Tom Brady, because they said that they would put out what their statistics were, and Tom would actively try to get you your extra pay. He would try. He would be like, bro, we're gonna feed you the ball right here. If you need 5 more catches, you're getting 5 straight passes, all from the line of scrimmage. That's how Tom is. That's why, that's why a lot of guys like playing with Tom on the offensive side of the ball, because he's like, bro, we work hard. Give these guys their money. The team is always looking on saving money. Name another game that think about it, all the games that we were up by, right? That we had crazy amount of ups by, right? They never took Derrick Henry out. The one game where he could have broke 200 yards, he would have had like 204 yards that game. They took him out. Think about it. They didn't want him to break the record. They saw what was happening. Suppression, that's what they do. And they call it great business. It's stupid to me. The players, listen, I get it that some of them are millionaires, whatever else it is. This is football. This ain't basketball where it's fully guaranteed contracts. I keep saying that to people. Football is not guaranteed contracts. Football, your contract's not even worth the paper that it's on. It's not. It is not. All right, we're done. Not even worth the paper that it's on. Not even worth the paper that it's on. Let those guys earn their money. Everybody's mad that they make money. I'm like, why are you mad at another man's how he's making his money? Stop pocket watching. A lot of people can't play football, bro. Listen, most people that play football end up severely, physically dilapidated after their football career. They're putting their bodies on the line to earn money so that they can be good. They'll cut their money and be like, that's just good business, when you know that's the only time that a lot of them have to make. The first 2 or 3 years for people's career is imperative. Most people never get another chance. They don't even get looked at most of the time. And they know this. And that's what gets me mad with them. They know this. They're not dumb. But they'll do it anyways. And hurt that player's ability to earn. And be like, oh, that's smart. And I've heard Raven fans tell me that's just smart business, Nitro. That's bad business, bro. You don't do that to people. Let me tell you something right now. Everybody's out here trying to earn $1. Everybody. Regardless how much you might have earned at one point, we don't know how things are going to turn out. We don't know. You know what's crazy? I remember listening to the Tyler Perry story, right? The Tyler Perry story is so crazy. He was homeless. And there was a set of girls that used to pass him every day. Would pass him next to the subway every day and make fun of him. When his show went crazy, like his his thing, the same girls came to one of his shows and was just like, oh my God, hi, Dala. Oh my God, do you remember us? Like, and it's like, you're looking at them like, yeah, you used to like spit at me and stuff like that. Of course I remember you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I get that the business sometimes gets dirty, but that's beyond dirty business. You're billionaires. You're billionaires and you don't want people to get a couple 100,000. That's nasty, bro. We're not talking about the everybody. We're talking about the people that play for you. Like, what they did to Keaton Mitchell was jacked up. Keaton showed enough that if another team could have been watching Keaton and being like, bro, if y'all don't want him, we'll want him. They'll be like, nah, we'll stash you. If you ever notice that's how the Ravens talk, now we'll stash that player. How you stash players? You acting like a lot of football players, most football players are not even making $200,000 a year. You know that, right? All those players that you see, they take off the team. They put them back on the team. They put them on the team. They take them back off of the team. Why do you think they do that? They do that to save money. It's all about money. I don't like that. I'll never like that. Yeah, I know I'm sweaty. All right, guys, we out of here. Saying goodbye, guys. I'm going. You have a great weekend. God bless, man. Thank you. All right, stay safe and stay hydrated. I'm good, man. We work, man. It's just work. You know what I'm saying? Sir, respect and hard work. That's how we do it, man. Where you at? Hey, I'm gone, man.
Hey, have a good week.
Yeah, you have a great week too, man. Stay safe out here. People been driving cents on the roads. You see? That's what I'm talking about. God bless, man. They do all the players wrong. Mind you, listen, you know why I got a problem with that? Everyone tells me that I'm tripping. They were trying to suppress what Lamar makes.